Alright, so recently I've been told by someone that when they're training the chest, it actually hurts the shoulders much more than it hurts the chest, or they feel like the chest exercise is an actual shoulder exercise. They were asking me tips on how to fix or change that, or if it's medical or anything like that. And I just told them I'd make this video because there is likely, or maybe not likely, but there could be other people suffering from the same issue. Alright, so as you know, there can be multiple reasons for issues and complications during training. So I'm going to go through the ones that I know of and solutions to them. And hopefully if you try them out, then they're going to work out for you. Alright, so one thing, so let's just say a bench press, alright. You want to be pushing the bar from where your chest is, not your face, because if you notice, it's a lot closer to your shoulders anyway. So it's almost like, let's say the shoulder exercise, when you raise, like dumbbell raises, when you're raising them, that's obviously shoulder exercise and your arms end up straight. And if you're pushing the bar from your face, so a lot further up, and then it's like, obviously you are laid down, but it's a lot straighter, like in line with your shoulders is what I'm trying to say. But when you're pushing from your chest, there's a lot less of an angle. Like your shoulders are doing more work the higher up you go. So, for instance, if you was to lean back, it'd hurt your shoulders as well. But you don't want to go too low because then you're just working out your triceps or just some other form of your arm. So when you're doing a bench press, you need to make sure it's going down to your chest and straight up, and don't let it go up or down, as that's going to interfere with which muscles is being worked. Another thing is your shoulders might be stronger than your chest and they might be taking over the exercise because your chest can't handle it. So ways you could do this is push-ups, because they don't isolate the chest, but they take the shoulders out a lot more than you think they would. And if your push-ups are still focusing on your shoulders, something you can do is just do them on your knees so there's less weight, and your chest should be able to handle that. But so yeah, when your shoulders are hurting, they're either stronger than your chest, or you're doing the exercise with improper form, which obviously is fixable. So one thing you can do is try and isolate your chest. So try and do as many exercises for your chest as you can and go lighter on those exercises. Obviously to reduce injury anyway, and two, because if you're having this kind of thing, this kind of complication, there's no need to be packing on weight to build muscle if you're not training the right muscle, and it can also cause an injury anyway. So you want to drop the weight and get the proper technique. That's one reason I do that, is to create one reason to prevent that, is a mind muscle connection, and all that is basically getting the feel of that muscle in that exercise. So in an overhead press or any exercise I do in the gym, I'll have 2 warm-up sets of 20 reps with a light weight, and then I'll probably, what I'll do, I don't double, it depends on the exercise, but you go up in weight to not heavy but not light, just in the middle, and then you'll go heavy, and then you'll do your higher end stuff. But obviously that's for me doing hypertrophy. Your goals might be different to mine. That's just my example. But yeah, you want to make sure you're warming up your chest or whatever muscle it is that you feel is lacking in the exercise. So you want to warm it up first. So if you are doing bench press, make sure you just do an empty bar and just get the motion. Do as many reps as you can. I'd say no more than 25, to be honest. Do a good 2 warm-up sets, and then yeah. But you also want to make sure that you squeeze with your chest, because depending how you hold the bar, if you hold the bar like this and you push like that, it's a tricep exercise. If you hold it like this, the more natural bench press, then that is your chest, as long as you're doing it at the right angle, like I said. But something I've had a struggle with, which I am still doing right now, is when I'm training biceps, a lot of the time my forearms are taking the stress because my biceps are stronger than my forearm. So what I do is, one, I do a lot of forearm exercises to try and strengthen that as fast as possible to eliminate this issue, and two, just in case you're suffering as well from this, if you do curls with a barbell instead of dumbbells, the angle of your wrists kind of eliminates the forearm, and you'll feel that your forearms will still ache a little because obviously they have got the function of having to hold that weight, but you're going to feel it in your biceps. So when I'm doing curls with dumbbells, I feel nothing in my biceps and my forearms will be ripping no matter on the grip that I'm using. But when I use a barbell, I feel it in my biceps. So some forearm exercises can be like pronated curls, so just curling that way, or hammer curls, all that kind of stuff. And wrist curls as well. Or what really works, what's quite uncommon, is when you've got a barbell, it can even be empty, or just use a lightweight. You just basically, so imagine there's a bar here, you just go like this, and then that often trains your it does train your forearms, it'll strengthen them up a lot. And so will the dead arm hang from a pull-up bar. That does your grip, and your forearms is a part of your grip. So just what you want to do, try and find ways to isolate the muscle that isn't working and strengthen that muscle. Do warm-up sets, and then make sure you find solutions and techniques to obviously build that up, and then obviously over time hopefully get rid of the issue. So if there's any specific ones you want me to talk about, just put them there, just tell me, and I'll get doing it for you. But this is just a brief idea and explanation of what's going on from a question I was asked. Thank you.